we try our possible best not to politicize everything in this country? I'm talking of Ghana. Let's try our best not to politicize everything. And trust me, it's going to help us. Tell me why children will write their WASSCE and now the results is out and the outcome is not as expected. I mean, a lot of people perform really bad and the numbers are not really good. And now you are coming out to tell us that it's because the government don't want to spend much on the stress-free tertiary policy because they don't want to spend much on it. That's why they intentionally fail the students. No, even if you want to do politics, like come out with a very like tangible or sensible, if I'm to use that word, come out with a very reasonable like case against this particular thing. Do you think we are a joke as a nation that a student will write the correct thing and why if we just intentionally mark that student wrong simply because why doesn't want or the government doesn't want to fund a lot of people with that free first year tertiary? It doesn't make any sense. Like, and I don't know. It's like now everything we try to politicize it. Everything, every single thing that will happen in this country, someone will find a way to like affiliate it with politics, and it's so bad. Others who are saying the vigilators weren't paid or the teachers weren't paid, and they were angry while marking it. If you fall in that category, answer this question for me. Why is that Stephen was able to achieve 8 A's? Stephen, I mean that boy that contested for science and maths for was that boy he got 8 A's straight. How was he able to achieve that? Or the Waik was able to specially identify his paper. And not only him, there are a whole lot of people that perform way, way better. They perform marvelously well. Wasn't that Waik identified those people papers specially and mark it well for them? Or the examiners, they identify those people and mark their papers well. No, we don't do things that way. We all know the truth that the educational system has been messed for some years now. There was a mess in the system. Things weren't going really well. If you agree with me, that's the truth. Let's leave politics aside. Things weren't going well at all. But like the approval was so much in the system, and a lot of people, even though like the performance in the video school aren't good, but you see that the worst results will come and like people have passed way better than expected. In fact, we knew people, and like there's a way you can know that oh, this is what this person can do, and this is what the person can do. Even though there are special cases where you know this person can do this, and the person surprises you, those situations happen. But like it was so clear that people were getting appalled, and like people were being assisted in the exam hall. It happened that unfortunately this year they did not get it that way. And we've really seen the true state of the educational system. Now you vex. May probably your sister was part or because this person I saw, it was a post by someone and that person is a political person. It's clear. I don't mention her name. But she made that post and it was so childish. If you're a politician, like try to be professional, like do your thing professionally, and that way to attract respect to you. There are some politicians that you dare not get up to insult in this country. There are some particular politicians you dare not come to insult them because the reputation they've built over the years is one that is like standard. They don't insult people, they don't do cheap politics as a lot of us do. You come out to just like politicize everything, insult people, and it's not nice. Please put an end to that. It doesn't speak well of you that a grown man, you are even part of the working class, then you get up and make these posts. So these posts you've made, imagine it triggers anger in those that feel the worst and their relatives, and they get up to start routing. Like, how are you going to feel? And to be you who incited that route, like it doesn't make any sense. Let's try not to normalize like politicizing things with every single thing. The things that they haven't performed well, what is the way forward? Like things should be changed. Like now, no, the admission to the SHS, it should not just be like once you freaking GC, you have to go to school. It should not be that way, even though we want everyone to be educated. But there has to be limit to that. Because when you do that, they won't learn. Prior to this incident, the headmistress for Ahantaman girls came out to speak, and she's given a case where a student got a grade 14 in BECE and came to the school and could not even spell the name well. She could not even spell the name well. When they traced to the story, it was a teacher that wrote the exams for her, according to the student herself. There's a teacher that wrote the exams for her. I have a particular example of just those who wrote. A student that came in from BEC with aggregate 14, who couldn't write her name.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, those who just finished, who could not write her name. And she had 14. I was there when the economics teacher brought me her exam paper. And when he came in with the academic assistant, I was like, this was a problem. So I thought there's something serious. My face was like, they came, madam, this one, we can't solve it. So they handed over the paper to me. Scribble. She had scribbled. I mean, she can't write a single sentence.
Wow.
Correct. But she had aggregate 14. When we had delved into it, according to the teacher wrote it for her. Of course, she couldn't have written that herself. Because, I mean, Apo, you should have come in with something that somebody adds on, then you produce whatever. But with this kind of performance, somebody who cannot even write a name correctly, it meant that it was written for her. And she confessed that teacher, she made the name, teacher Techi, and I'd always wanted to really follow her, but I couldn't have the time.
Couldn't have it.
But that was serious. So those were the things going on in the system. A lot of more practices. And now, like, fortunately on our side as Ghanaians, that thing has been stopped. Because how will you feel if you, like, put more effort into your studies and you go to write with what you know? Then someone who wasn't learning will get a point and pass more than you, and the person will get a spot in university, and you will be rejected. You are, in actual sense, you are more good than the person, but you are more intelligent than the person. How will you feel? And those are the things that have been happening. Those that, like, kind of learn and know books more, they don't really get admission, because now a lot of people have passed, and then the admissions process becomes very competitive. So now we are fortunate, and we are having, like, right when we start getting quality graduates, we get someone who has completed SHS, and, like, how to even spell some words is a problem for the person. But now, things are changing, and we need this kind of change as a nation. We need it, because people that will be recruiting to do, people that will be admitted to do nursing, teaching, medicine, law, engineering, we know that there are people that are competent for such courses, because they wrote what they knew, and then they passed, and then they are qualified for admission. And we all should be happy about this. So why is that you know the truth, but because, like, your party is not in power, and you feel like this is an opportunity for you to do your politics, because you feel like a lot of people in Ghana are not, like, educated. So an uneducated person, if you go and tell the person this, that, oh, the teachers weren't paid, and the government don't want to get more people into the stress-free special policy, that was why they made the students, the person will believe you. The parent will believe, because he or she is not enlightened to know things like this. And that is why we try to take advantage of situations like this. But now, trust me, there are a lot of people on TikTok, the youth, a lot of them are educated. Even the victims of this failure, like the West, those that have, like, failed, some of them understand that, yes, I did not really learn. I was not adequately prepared for the exam. That was why I got this in this subject. Even at the time of, like, writing the exam, some knew what the outcome is going to be. So what I do, nah, it's not nice. Let's put a stop to it. This is Give Tech Media English. Please, if you're watching from YouTube, do us a favor by clicking on the subscribe button to be part of this family. Here we give updates on trending stories, and we explain situations like this for everybody to understand. Remember, we are not politically affiliated. We are just, like, telling the truth, explaining things for everyone to understand. And if you are watching from TikTok, please give us a follow by clicking on the plus button. And please share this content to as many people as you can. And we love you so much. Thank you so much for staying up to this point. And that will be for this story. See you more in subsequent story. Bye.